spiritual dev in the building. Gazer talking all the spiritual stuff today because it's on my mind. And it made me want to think about some stuff, about our culture. The problem with our culture is that we promote narcissists as true alphas, which realistically, and I'm going to be very honest, and of course this is probably back in my day, but real alphas would make a decision that helped their tribe. They wouldn't make a selfish decision. They wouldn't be selfish. It's not all about me. It's not all about this or that. It's, it's about doing the, being responsible, doing the right thing, helping people when they need help, and you're able to do it. It's not about putting other people down. It's not about, and I can't blame it that some people fall for this stuff, especially with the red pill community, and I have to expose it. But it's just like, I think it's because it's in our culture. It's ingrained in our culture now, thanks to certain elections that happen, that cause both people from even both sides to think it's all about them and what they want, rather than put into a goal to help everybody else get what they want and get to do better. And that's the problem we have in society. America has promoted this me first, I need to feel good. If I don't feel good, nobody else should feel good. Or people misconstrued truth as an insult, or to generalize or patronize people that is on a different ideal than yourself. And that's the problem. This is why I have a problem with this modern day red pill stuff. Is because they're on the same thing. Now it goes for everybody else too, because I think it's just American culture. This is why Chinese Buddhist monks, they laugh at us. We are the joke because in their country, and when you join the Shaolin Temple, the first lesson, besides learning your breathing, is to let go of everything. To let go of everything that holds you down. Such as the vanity, such as past mistakes, money issues, looks, let it all go. They're taught to let that stuff go. While we here still focusing on how we look on social media, how much attention we're getting, how much views we're getting, how much, clout we're generating by how we act. And I know. The cow calls black because I know you see a man with glasses and toys in the background and Yu-Gi-Oh mats in the background. Go ahead and make your jokes right now, but it's just like, But it's just, I wanted to bring this up because it's just been on my head for a long time that the problem we have with our society and why there's no, I wouldn't say there's truly, and first of all, the terms alpha and beta and sigma, we should leave that stuff in the past. We should evolve. We should just leave those terms in the past. They're dinosaur terms. No one uses those no more. But what I'm trying to say is that we need to evolve our thinking too. But besides that, I'd say to be a leader personality, you gotta do what's best for everyone else around you. Even if it's just your friend group, even if it's just only your friend group, you gotta make decisions that actually help your friend group out rather than yourself. We're taught to be selfish because American culture promotes narcissists with a whole bunch of money. That's who's teaching everybody. That's who's teaching. And it's on both sides. It doesn't matter what political side you are. Narcissists are the ones teaching the next generation of people, and then those people become narcissists, and then the cycle continues. And it doesn't help that we got social media where we got clout, views, like-minded people, and an extreme amount of validation. And that's what's changed the landscaping of socialization as it is, such as dating, marketing, self-improvement, religion, and everything. It's touched everything and has bonded and controlled everything because our country now bases themselves off of narcissists. That's who's getting the power. That's who's who's being looked at, and that's the thing. See, the reason why I say that those aren't what it means to be, I'm gonna say, a leader, because alpha and beta and all that stuff, those are terms that should be put in the past. Those are dinosaur terms. That's dinosaur age stuff. We don't do that here. But to be a true leader, you gotta make a decision that helps everyone else besides yourself. Because being selfless takes more courage than being selfish. Forget about the way you look for a minute. You know, you see someone that you can help them up, prop them up. If you want to give advice, don't make it come off ignorantly where you're insulting someone or generalizing someone. Such as, you know, let's just say your friend is, you know, trying to mess with some girl that's not interested in him. You know, don't call them blanket terms like limp. I'm not gonna say it here because you two don't like the language here. But you know, just say, bud, you could do better than that. You know, just, you know, it's the way you say. It's also the way you say things too. It's hard to listen to someone who constantly puts you down and makes fun of you for being this, and then you see why there's so many disgruntled. You see why there's so many disgruntled young men nowadays that go off the rails, because they're constantly being, they're just being bullied at their schools, at work, or whatever. They're being technically bullied by the people they watch, and they don't even realize it. I've seen some of these seminars. I've seen some of the. I've actually done my homework and seen some of these seminars, and all they do is put down their, you know, clients over and over, saying you look like this, you're dumb, you're this, you're that. And it's like, no shit, they lose their shit. No shit. And I don't care about they could be monsters. I will cuss because it just pisses me off to see some disenfranchised young men getting put down. Because I was one of them. In high school, I was the biggest nerd. I bought my Yu-Gi-Oh cards to high school every Friday. Got my cards thrown in the trash and got thrown in the trash because I brought them there. That was me. I was the nerd who flirted with the popular girls too, and got rejected and got made fun of by the popular kids because the popular kids set me up. But you get the point. It's like, you know, see, the reason why it's hard to teach anybody anything, because no one wants to admit that their teaching methods is wrong. That there's a way to go about it to be more professional. It's not politically correct when you're trying to go at a business professional level. You know, in business, you can't talk like you normally do. Like, you can't just like go out in the street, like the way you talk to your friends, or the way you go out in the street and talk to people, or if you grew up in the hood and you talk, you can't talk like that in a business setting. So you can't just. So when you criticize people, it's got to come in a much nicer, more chewable substance. It's not about being politically correct. It's about not pushing someone who's, you know, who's already having a lot of problems that you probably don't even know about to go far worse. And this is why I have a problem with the modern day red pill movement. It feels like it's insulting people, making fun of people for this or that, as well as telling you to push your feelings down, which is not natural, you know. And it's still keeping the old school ways of going about it. What if the old school has died? What if the old ways have completely died? And it has. We gotta evolve. We gotta evolve our mindset. A real leader would do that. A real leader would adapt to change and be excellent with it, be good with it. They will overachieve and become someone people will actually listen to. You know, I feel like the new red pill movement has pushed people, you know, down, below and beneath them to keep themselves up. It's just like the pastors in some of these churches that, you know, instead of spending money on fixing the churches or do what they need to do with the money or to help people in the congregation who needs that money, they've been buying like Mercedes-Benz, gold shoes, gold teeth, golden chain necklaces. And I feel like it's just because the American culture is very shallow. We care about the most stupidest things. Because we refuse to evolve. We refuse to evolve as a species on planet Earth. I mean, everybody else is probably like that too, but it's not as bad. Even the UK, who's close second to the United States, isn't as bad as we are when it comes to this stuff. We are so vain, it just makes me sick. You know? So it's like these new red pillars. It's like they put people down, insult, berate them, you know, to keep themselves above everybody else. You know, a real leader wants someone to succeed them. They want someone to evolve and succeed them. But how are you going to want to succeed if you're told you're a loser? Or you're told you're nothing, that you're worthless, your life means nothing? Yeah, I wouldn't want to try if that's what I was told. If I was told, I'd probably want to give up myself too if I was told that constantly. But it just came to my heart to put this message out there for my spiritual channel, because it's like, that's what's wrong with the world. I think if we cut ourselves from ego, evolve, and stop thinking about material things, stop thinking about pretty girls you can get, stop thinking about cars you could drive, and focus on doing better in your life. Focus on paying your bills, focus on working, focus on your hobbies, and keep grinding with that stuff. But also evolve your mindset. When something changes, instead of fight it, we should accept the change and evolve with the change. This ideology that's going on is a refusal to evolve their thinking. And then saying that being a rebel is what it means to be a true leader. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Professionally, you know, there's a difference between standing up for what's right than there is to be a straight up rebel. When you're a straight up rebel without a cause, you're just a loser that just hates something because it's popular. You're no different than the hipsters of 2013 and 2012, where they hated a song or an album or anything because it's popular. And it's like, that's why we're having the problems we're having. And it is on both sides. I think it's on both sides as well. I'm trying to stay impartial, but it's on both sides. It's like hating something because it's been, you know, part of life, you know, is stupid. Now, information does change, and there's more information because at our fingertips because of Google. You evolve, but also understand the facts that, you know, nothing revolves around your thinking. You can be wrong. You can be flawed. So that's my whole rant with the new version of this red pill. I mean, the old red pill is pretty bad, but the new red pill is just garbage. So may the crystal be with you. Don't join the red pill movement. Do what you gotta do.